Michelle Ngele, who is at our town offices, to tell us how the TSC appeal has been faring on. Take us through some of the submissions, Michelle, given by both sides in today's session.
Well, thank you very much, Najma. Today is the last day of that hearing, of that appeal, in which the Teachers Service Commission is seeking a reversal of the 50 to 60% pay rise. Now, this has been quite a lengthy hearing. It began on the 21st of September, that is 2 weeks ago, and we have had submissions from the petitioner, that is the Teachers Service Commission, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, as well as Attorney General Githu Muigai over the past few days. And in the past 2 days, yesterday and today, we have had submissions from the legal team representing the Kenya National Union of Teachers and the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers. Now, both sides have given quite some strong arguments to argue out their cases, to support their cases. The teachers, the petitioners, the TSC, the SRC and the Attorney General, of course, remain with the stance that the government simply cannot afford to pay teachers the salary increment, saying that this was an unforeseen cost that was not factored in on the budget. And should the government decide to pay teachers, then that means that the country's VAT will be increasing from 16% to 22%, meaning that there will be a significantly high increase in the cost of living in the country. Now, that has been the main argument, despite the many submissions that they have given. Now, when we come to the teachers' side, we have NAT and KUPPET, and they have given several submissions too. But the one issue that kept coming up over and over again was the issue of SRC's involvement in the teachers' pay dispute. The SRC had advised the Teachers Service Commission not to implement the salary increment, saying that this would burden the public wage bill. Now, NAT lawyer Kioko Kilukumi addressed this issue extensively, saying that the SRC has been given the constitutional mandate to be an advisor, but this advice given by the SRC is not binding upon any commission, including the Teachers Service Commission. And so the TSC had the option of making its own decision of whether or not to pay teachers. And so this decision by the SRC was not binding. And then in their submissions, the SRC had said that the 50 to 60% should be scraped because teachers' salaries have already been harmonized with those of other public servants in the country. Now, NAT lawyers came out, very vehemently, to speak about this issue. First of all, by presenting two circulars before the chambers. And the first circular was one showing that the TSC has increased the salaries of its secretariat twice in the past 7 months. The second circular was that of the SRC approving this salary increment to the TSC secretariat. Now, what emerged during that hearing is that some members of this TSC secretariat have lower qualifications than some graduate teachers, but are still earning much higher than them. And so the NAT legal defense team was asking, what kind of criteria is the SRC using in harmonizing these salaries? And the SRC had also said that it has the mandate, it has the right to advise the Teachers Service Commission because it has been given the constitutional mandate of fixing salaries of state officers. Now, NAT lawyer Kioko Kilukumi also came out to say that the teachers are not state officers. Teachers are public servants, and so the SRC has the mandate of fixing the salaries of state officers, but public servants have the constitutional right of negotiating their salaries with their employer. And so he told the SRC, advising them that if they wanted a sustainable wage bill, then they ought to look critically at the salaries of the entire public service and not just those of teachers, because we have state officers in the country who earn the lion's share, some earning even 100 times what the lowest earning teacher is paid, Najma.
Michelle, what do we expect in the ruling, and when is the ruling ending?
Well, as we speak, Najma, we have finished with the submissions from the teachers' union, the submissions from the petitioner. What is going on now is responses to those submissions by the teachers' unions that will be bringing to a close this particular hearing. After that, we do expect the chambers to state the date of the ruling. Of course, the session is still ongoing. It should be over any minute now, and we do expect the chambers to state the date of that ruling. But again, we expect them to take quite a bit of time debating over over this issue, because this is a very landmark case. The ruling in this case will determine the future of the teachers' dispute. Remember, teachers have suspended their strike for 90 days to allow for sober dialogue on the way forward regarding their pay. Now, should the court rule that the 50 to 60% pay rise should be reversed, then that means that teachers will be going back on strike, because then there will be no dialogue taking place even within 90 days. And then should the court rule that the 50 to 60% should be maintained, then we will have the Teachers Service Commission convening that neutral committee that they were directed to convene during the Abuodo ruling to have dialogue on the way forward on how to pay teachers. Najma.